welcome to Gary's live. So you can see that Gary is chilling. And it's daytime for him, so he's not gonna move a lot. You can see that his gill color is not that red. So I don't think he's gonna move too much today. Hello, Tears. We are preparing bloodworms for Gary for a snack. And I know that he really loves bloodworms. He might gonna get really excited about it. Ah, he's going away. Gary, where are you going? So we are getting the bloodworms ready. We have like frozen bloodworms that we put in a container, and we defrost them by putting some like a water aquarium in the tub with the bloodworms, and we wait for them to defrost gently. And then I'm gonna take a turkey baster, take the worms and give them to Gary. It's always really messy when I give him bloodworms. Can I get Gary a PS5? I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna like it. He's playing on PS4 at the moment. I don't know if he really wants a PS5. Gary's kind of hiding right now. Oh. Can I have the baster?
Don't know where it is.
It's in the tub. Big tub. So I have the tub with the bloodworms, and I'm gonna pick some aquarium water and defrost the bloodworms frozen cube. We just have to wait, basically. Gary, what are you doing? Now he's behind his foot. Does Gary want a Nintendo Switch? I don't know. Gary, do you want a Switch? There is so much. He is a fast boy. He can be fast if he wants to, but like now it's kind of daytime for him, so he doesn't move that much. Now you can have two, Gary. Me and my dad might get an Axolotl. The way things work forces me to be at his house every other week, so when I'm not here, he will take care of him. Oh yeah, that's good. Is he a good boy? Yes, Gary is always a good boy. So he's nocturnal. Yes, he's nocturnal. That's why he's not moving much. But he kind of moves a bit today. Maybe he knows he's live and the people are watching him. So he's moving a bit. Is it hard? Oh, where's the question? Someone is asking if it's hard to take care of an axolotl. It is. I'm not gonna lie, because there's a lot to know when you want to keep an axolotl, because he needs specific condition and water and temperature and diet. So there's a lot to learn. It's not impossible. Like, you can always have an axolotl, but you need to study a lot before having them, especially with the water parameters and cycling the tank, and be able to like keep the temperature between 16 and 18 degrees. There is a lot to learn, but it's not impossible. Does Gary want an axolotl friend? Maybe in the future we're gonna have another one, like a brother for Gary. If we get a rescue, we will add him with Gary. The tank is big enough for 2 axolotls. Is Gary lazy? He is during the day. During the day he's really lazy. He can just like stay at the same spot for hours without moving at all. Oh, hi Cypher and Bill the Axolotl. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. Can he smile? Gary is always smiling. Always. Gary, where are you going? I can't keep track of Gary. Just... Oh. Gary, stay here. Stay here, Gary. I think Gary is a bit hungry. When Gary is poking his nose down like this, it means, yeah, he's searching for food. Oof. Yeah, there is so much question. Pet Gary. Gary is sensitive to light. Yes. When I put lights on like this, I always like dim the light so it's not too hard on his little eyes. Is Gary camera shy? Sometimes he is. Now I'm just waiting for the blood wants to defrost. They want to. Gary loves bloodworms, so I think he's gonna really like this. We don't give treat to Gary that much. Maybe it's like once a month, something like this. Gary, where are you going now? What is Gary's secret for being such a cute boy? I have no idea. Only he knows, I guess. How much gallon tank do you have for Gary? I don't know in gallon because we count in liters. But for Gary, it's 190 liters. So I don't know how much this is in gallon. Giving a little shout out to Slime for the cats. Is Gary see-through? When he was a baby, he was really see-through. You could like see his organs inside. But now it's like less. Though if you come closer, you can see like Gary's little bones on the hand, but I don't think the quality is that good. But yeah, you can see Gary's little bones in his hand if you get closer. Maybe I'll do a picture later and put it in the community. Do you recommend to get a baby axolotl or a grown-up axolotl? It depends on... I would say it depends on you and what you want, like your relation to be with your axolotl. I think it's easier to bond with your axolotl when they are like small and baby, so you can raise them and they can be like more used to you as they grow up. But I think it's good to have like adults axolotls too. The second axolotl we want to have is gonna be an adult. Actually, we don't want a baby, we want to get a rescue, so it's really up to you. In your opinion, on a scale of 1 to 10, how cute is Gary? I would say 100. But I'm not really objective. What color is Gary's eyes? They are black, but you can see that the inner in Gary's eyes, like it's translucent and it's a bit red, but like around his eyes black. Gary is really cute. I see that you're hungry, Gary. I'm gonna give you the bloodworms soon, okay? Just wait for them to defrost, okay, Gary? Don't put your nose down. Is Gary gonna turn black soon? No, Gary's not gonna change color. He's gonna stay pink all the time. How may I send Gary's art? If you have some art of Gary, you can DM us through our Instagram. This is how we get most of the art. Or you can send us by mail. It's garyaxolotl@gmail.com. What do you feed Gary? We mostly feed Gary worms and pellets, but today I'm gonna give him treat and I'm gonna give him bloodworms. No, Gary cannot change color. He's gonna stay pink. How late am I? You're not late. We began like maybe 15 minutes ago, so you're fine. I'm gonna try to put the camera here. Gary is really hungry. So I'm gonna have to go wash my hands, even though I don't really put my hand in the water. I'm gonna wash them still. And I'm gonna give bloodworms to Gary. I'll be right back, just like 2 minutes. Okay, I am back. So I'm gonna feed Gary some bloodworms. You're hungry, Gary, I know. Hop. Let me get them. So I have the bloodworms here in the baster. And I'm gonna feed Gary. So it's really messy when I feed bloodworms to Gary because it goes absolutely everywhere. He really loves bloodworms. He's really lively when I give him bloodworms. One more, Gary. I like that so much. You have them, Gary. You get them. Good. Okay, calm down, Gary, calm down. You missed them all, Gary. You missed them all. So now you can see that it's really messing his tank, so that's why we don't give Gary bloodworms too much. Now I have to go pick all the bloodworms and give them back to Gary. Let's go. There is bloodworms absolutely everywhere. Okay. Okay, you go, Gary. Come on. Good. Good, Gary. Come on. Good. I'm sorry if I can't really like answer your question because I'm like focusing on Gary. Now I'm gonna pick up the bloodworms again. I'm gonna put them all in one spot and then hover them again. It can take some time to give food to Gary. Are you still hungry, Gary? You want more? You want more, Gary? Oh, you're stepping on bloodworms. Okay, I think we have enough. Gary, one more? Good. Come on, Gary. Yeah, come on. He's sucking them like spaghetti. Gary's spaghetti time. Taking them all back again. Gary, if you hide under the leaf, I can't give you food anymore. I'm gonna wait for Gary to get out of next to the leaf. Do you want more, Gary, or you have enough? So while you're doing that, I'm gonna see if there is other questions. Oh, thank you, Super Glitter Unicorn, for coming. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Vianti Weevils. How old is Gary? Gary is 2 years old and 4 months. He's quite young, so axolotls can live up to 15 years old and more. So he's quite a baby still, even though he have his adult size right now. I've been having Gary for 2 years and 2 months. Uh, 2 years and 1 month. Yes, because when we got Gary, he was 3 months old. Gary, where are you hiding? Nobody can see you. Nobody can see you, Gary, if you're staying behind your pot. Come on. Are you shy? Are you shy, Gary? Are you shy? Don't be shy. Yes, come back, Gary. Okay, I'm gonna gather all the bloodworms again and try to feed Gary. He really love that. He loves the bloodworms. Come on, Gary. No. Good. I'm gonna gather the one he missed. We have blood ones, Gary. Oh, we have blood ones. Oh. One more. Okay, Gary. I'm gonna gather them again. Come on, Gary. Come on. Come on. You can know. Don't know where you're going, Gary. It's not the where you're going. I'm gonna put them back here. I'm gonna wait for Gary to go out of this corner because it's really hard to get him to eat. Oh, thank you for coming, Koopa and Troopa. Thank you for coming today. Do you still want blood worms, Gary? Or are you done? Hmm? I'm gonna try again. Hop, let's gather the little worms. And give them to Gary. Oof. Gary, are you missing them all? It's kind of missing a lot of them. One more? Good. Good. They're all in front of Gary, but Gary hates to like eat from the ground. So I have to do that for him. It's a lot of work to take care of Gary. Okay, Gary, you ready? Good. Come on. Come on, Gary. Do a little effort. Good. And do those ones. Come on. Good. I'm going to see if you have a question. How big is his tank? His tank is like 120 centimeters long, 45 large, and 35 heights. So it's quite a big tank for Gary. Bye, Sandarajan. Thank you for coming today. Does he eat anything else? Yes. This is just a treat that we give him once a month, not even like. I think the last time he had bloodworms was like 3 months ago. We don't give him treat that much. They don't have any like nutrition for him. It's just like it's like junk food, but this won't make him like fat because they don't have nutrients. Are you done, Gary? Are you done? Can I get the other worms if you don't want them? Hmm? Are you giving me the other worms, Gary? Yeah? If you sit on them, I can't get them, Gary. Can you move a bit so I can get them, Gary? Hmm? Can you move for me, Gary? Can't get them. One more? No, doesn't look like he wants more. If you're done, Gary, I'm gonna take them out, okay? Okay, Gary, yeah? Okay, I'm taking them out. He ate a lot though. Give this to me if you don't want them. Yeah? You write so much, I can't catch up. Where is his favorite spot in his tank is just here. His favorite spot is just here. He can stay here like and look at everything for hours. Oh yes, Purple Panda, how are you going? Can I send Gary a Christmas gift? I don't know. How do you want to send Gary a gift? Like a PO box or something? You want to get him a plush? Uh, maybe if multiple person are asking for a PO box, I can make one. So you can send art and gifts for Gary. I wish Gary have a little like Christmas tree, but he doesn't. When is Gary's birthday? Gary's birthday is the 11th of July. Are you done being in your corner, Gary? Can you move a bit because I don't know if there is more bloodworms that you didn't eat. Maybe you're sitting on them. Can you move your bum a bit for me, Gary, please? Gary, move your bum. Move your bum. Move your bum. Move your bum. Oh, you on the other side? Yeah. Move your bum, Gary. Thank you. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, thank you. I got it. I got the bloodworm. I think I got all the bloodworms that were in the tank because I can't leave them here or they're gonna rotten. I don't want this to happen. Don't want Gary's water to be spoiled. Is that all, Gary? You don't have any more bloodworms? No, I don't see any. Good. Good, Gary. Does he ever hide from you? He doesn't really. Like, even when he goes in his house, the little pot that you see, he puts his head outside so he can see everything. Is Gary a girl or a boy? Gary is a boy. He's a boy. Gary is really cute. Gary likes to play with his reflection. And you can see that he digs a lot, especially in this corner. There is almost no sand anymore. Gary, why are you doing that? Removing all the sand from this corner. Where are you going, Gary? What is Gary's favorite food? I don't really know. He kind of likes everything. I know he likes salmon and shrimp a lot, but it's only treats, so you don't give him this too much. We give Gary salmon like for Christmas because it's really fat, so we don't want Gary to be even more chunky. Oh, thank you, Kamlesh, for coming in today. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Super Glitter Unicorn, for coming today, and good night. Will Gary give a birthday party in his birthday? Yeah, I think maybe next year when he's gonna turn 3, we're gonna do a special live for Gary's birthday, I think. It would be good for him to celebrate. Gary, what name suggestion do you recommend for an axolotl? Gertrude, Nigel, or Hector? Hmm, what would you choose, Gary? What would you choose? What would you say? Hmm? I think Gary would like maybe Nigel or Hector. Oh, oh. You good? The trip was good, Gary? Where are you going now? Can he hear? Yes, Gary can hear, but we don't really know at what extent he can. Oh, Gary is going in his spot now. He's full of bloodworms, he wants to rest. And I can actually put the sand back because Gary loves to dig so much. There's no more sand there. Isn't it, Gary? I like to dig way too much. So this is when I don't dim the light, like full strength. And Gary's not here, so I can do that. Isn't it, Gary? Up. And then when I dim the light, it's like this. There is a little like door, like a window I've put here, I made, but Gary likes to dig so much that it's full of sand and he doesn't peek his head out. Usually when the little window is open, he puts his head here. It's really cute when he does that. Let's try and see if he does. Gary, choose plush or toy? Gary, what would you like? I can't see your head, I can't choose. Maybe a Gary plush would be cute. So, where are you all from? I see people from Russia, some from Florida. Hungary, Florida, USA, America, Minnesota, Tennessee, a Korean living in the US, Germany, Indonesia, Vietnam, Canada, Connecticut, Oklahoma, California, Philippines, Arkansas, Indiana. Oh, I remember you, the imposter Vietnamese. Singapore. There are people from everywhere. South Africa, Poland, Texas, Arizona, Moscow, Netherlands, Massachusetts, Alabama, Maryland, Malaysia, Japan, Romania, Korea. Wow. Mexico. Oh, someone from Gary's city. Hello, Gary. Are you done? Are you done, Gary? Is he sleeping? He is not. He's just resting a bit because he had bloodworms. Minnesota. Does Gary play with toys? He doesn't. He doesn't really play with toys. Before we had a hammock, and he was only going on like not that much, so I removed it. Oh, Gary, you have a bloodworm peeking out. Oh my god. Gary. How are you doing, Gary? Are you resting now? Yeah, Gary is really international, is what I see. Is Gary lonely? He is not really lonely because we are always here around. He's in the living room, so we are always with Gary. Does having axolotl require an exotic zoologist license? I don't think so in the UK, no. You don't need to. In the Europe, you don't need to. But it can be different in other countries. I don't know. But like here in the UK, you don't need that. What do you feed him? We feed Gary dendrobina worms. It's what we call here in the UK. And I think that in the US it's nightcrawler, so it's like a type of worm, like an earthworm, but like another type. And we also give him pellets. Or axolotls territorial animals? They are not. They don't mind at all. So you can put other axolotls with your axolotl. You just need to pay attention when you feed them. You have to feed them well, otherwise they can nip each other limbs. So it's not really good. So feed them well and everything is gonna be okay. Gary likes elephants? I don't know what you call. Gary likes elephants? I have no idea. Maybe sometime I'm gonna like show him pictures of other animals. I don't know. Sometimes I give him like I make him look at comments you're writing when it's really cute, and I'm just letting him see. Can they regrow limbs? Yes, they can. So one day, Gary actually lost a finger, and a month later or more, it was already back. But when he lost it, I freaked out so much. I cried. It was really bad. But now he's all good. Can people take axolotls out of the water? No, because they live strictly underwater. If you need to get like your axolotl, yeah, if you want to do a full water change and you don't want your axolotl to be in here, you just put your axolotl in the tub that you put directly in the tank, and then you just take him out with the tub, so you don't have to get him out of the water. Hi Afina! Yeah, it wasn't a good time when Gary lost a finger. It was like in the middle of the night too, and I always have a look at Gary, so I instantly knew something was wrong. Can axolotls get chubby? Yes, they can, especially female axolotls. They can be really chubby because they can be like full of eggs. So if you see a really chubby axolotl, chances are like it's a female full of eggs. So I actually receive a lot of fan arts, and if you want to send the fan arts to me, you can DM us directly on Instagram, or you can send them to my to Gary's email, and it's garyaxolotl@gmail.com. I'm gonna put the email in the chat, so you can all see. Hop. Hope you get it. Gary, what are you doing? What are you doing, Gary? Are you done napping? It was a really quick nap. Which one is the mascot? You or Gary? I would say it's Gary. Yeah, Gary is looking for attention sometimes. Like he would stare at me for like hours if I don't like do anything with him. Oh no, Gary, where are you going? Here you go. Here you go, Gary. Gary, don't tell me you're hungry. You just had bloodworms. Gary, don't do that. Where are you going, Gary? What are you doing? Where are you going? you making a Fortnite Gary as a businessman? That sounds interesting. Gary, your head. I wish I could actually put like make a Gary plushie, but I have no idea how to do that. Gary, can you? How can you be still hungry? Do you want a pellet? Do you want a pellet, Gary? I'm just gonna move this, put it here, and gonna try to feed Gary a pellet because he's apparently hungry. Gary, I can't give you too much. I don't want you to be a chunk, okay? You're greedy. You're a bit greedy, Gary. So I'm gonna give him pellets because he looks like he's hungry. And I can't resist his little cute face when he's hungry. Come on. Good, Gary, good. Gary knows I can't resist. You munching? You munching? You like your pellets too much. I really like your pellets. One more? One more? Yeah? Oh, no. Are you done munching? No, you're not. Tell me when you're done. Are you done now? Do you want more? No, you don't. You're still munching. Are you okay now? Yeah? You want? No. He's munching. I'm gonna let him munch. Yeah, this is not bloodworms, it's harder, Gary. Need to munch. Do you want more or not? Or are you still munching? You're still munching. I'm gonna let him munch. Tell me when you're done, Gary, okay? How much money a year you spend for Gary? I don't really know. I just know that the whole setup that we have for Gary right now, this cost us around £700 to £800, which is $1,000. Having an aquarium pet is really expensive, especially for an axolotl. That's a lot, yeah, because the tank here, like, it costs way much more than in the US. I have no idea why, but tanks here are really expensive. Plus the chiller, because we have a water chiller for Gary, because he needs to be in a specific temperature. So the chiller costs around £300, which is around $400. So yeah, adding like everything, like the pumps, lights, decoration, sand, all the water test kits, there is so much, like the thing for the temperature, to read the temperature, the life plants. There is so much, and then you have like Gary's food and everything. So everything is adding up, and Gary cost us a lot. But it's okay, he's worth it. You want more, Gary? Or you're gonna search for food again? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gary. I'm sorry. Here you go. Oh no, you missed it. You missed it, Gary. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You ready? Oh, you missed it. It was a bit too far. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, you ready? Good. So are they vegetarian? No, they are the contrary. They are carnivores. He likes the meat. Do you want more, Gary, or do you want the boop? The boop? So I give Gary the boop? Do you want the boop, Gary? People want to know if you want the boop. Do you want the boop? Do you want the boop, my baby? Oh yeah, you want the boop. Oh, you always want the boop. Oh. You always want the boop, don't you? You like the boop way too much. Way too much, Gary. He likes the boop so much. I don't want to like boop him too much because I don't want to like hurt his time code. But he likes the boop way too much. He likes attention. Gary really likes attention. We play with him a lot. Like I always interact with Gary, even when he's like when I don't put my hands in the water and things like that. I still like always talk to Gary and like put my finger just next to him. I also kiss the aquarium a lot, so I need to like clean the outside of the tank almost every day. What is his favorite snack? I think his favorite snack would be bloodworms because even though he likes shrimp or salmon, he is really lively when we give him bloodworms. Are you done, Gary, now? I can't give you too much, okay? You already had bloodworms, pellets, and the book. Oh, I missed the bloodworm. Gary is looking at the camera. So what you are seeing now is what Gary does to me sometimes. He's just look at me and just stare for hours until I notice that he's watching me, and I come and play with him. Menacing. He's not really menacing. He have a really derpy face. There should be a Gary emoji. I wish. I wish they would put an axolotl emoji. That would be really cute. How much time a day he is gulping? Gary, where are you going now? Is Gary the only axolotl you have? Yes. He is the only axolotl. That's why he have all the attention. Where can you get an axolotl? So here in the UK, it's like you can have them in every pet shop, but I would suggest you to contact a local breeder so he can help you for setting up the tank and everything, guide you for axolotl care. How did you settle on the name Gary? It's actually Gary's dad who chose the name. It was when we just went out of the pet shop and he said that Gary, like he looks like a Gary. So this is when we just took the name. Is Gary a carnivore? Yes, he is. Bye, Ramesik. Thank you for coming today. Actually, I think I'm gonna end the live now because it's been an hour already. It's passing really quick. Oh, Gary, where are you going? No, come back. Come back, Gary. Come on. Hop. I'm gonna try to like do live at different hours because I see that you're from everywhere and I don't want people to like feel that they can't really see Gary because they are in a different time zone. So last week we did 6 p.m. UK time and this week we did 3. So for next week I'm gonna do like I did yesterday, do a poll with multiple options for hours and I will see which one will get the most vote. I want to give a chance to everyone to see Gary. Is Gary gentle? Yes, Gary is really gentle. He can actually like, I can actually give him a pellet just with my fingers and he's just gonna eat the pellet. He's not gonna eat my fingers, so he's a really gentle axolotl. Am I late? Yes, I'm kind of like closing this live right now because we've been live for around an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, I see that a lot of people just join. Oh, Gary, are you still hungry? Are you... Gary, I can't give you too much food. I don't want you to be a chunk. Do you want another pellet, Gary? You want another pellet? Gary, you're killing me. No wonder why you're a chunk. Always asking for food. You ready? Ah, you missed it. Go there for that. Thanks, Gary. Come on. It was a bit too far. I'm sorry, Gary. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How? No, Gary, you're doing that on purpose now. Oh my god. Gary. You ready? Good. Can't give you too much, Gary, okay? Don't want you to be a chunky chunk. Can he breathe out of the water or only in the water? So he lives in water, but he also have little lungs, so he can gloop some air, but he can't live outside of the water. Please pet the chunky boy. Oh, Gary, you're a chunky boy. You're a chunk, my little chunk. He's really chunky, like from the side, but from up, he's not. Oh, baby. Hello. He's just looking up because I just went up the tank, so he's looking at me. How does Gary feel like? He feels really, really soft. Really soft and squishy. Can Gary grow more, or is he staying like that big? He will stay like that. It's his adult size right now, so he won't grow up anymore. Gary, where are you going? I need to change the camera again. I'm sorry. Hop. And here we go. How old is Gary? Gary is 2 years and 4 months old now. What is the lifespan of an axolotl? It's around 15 years. Has Gary ever gotten sick? He did. He once or twice had fungus. So it's when your tank is getting a bit warmer, or when your axolotl is stressed. And we didn't have the chiller at the time. So how do you treat fungus? You just have to do tea bath. So you can use like a normal black tea, like no flavor or anything added, just pure black tea. You brew that for 10 minutes and then you let it cool down for as the same temperature as the tank, or you can put it in the fridge directly. It's what I do. And then you pour that in the tub, because when Gary is sick we have his hospital tub, so we put him in the tub and we just put the tea in here. Or you can also put an almond leaf in the tub, and the tannin will release during the whole time your almond leaf is gonna stay in there. You can also put almond leaves in your regular tank. It's just gonna color the water a bit, but it's good for your axolotl's skin. Gary, you're quite lively for someone who is nocturnal. Oh, bye LQ. Thank you for coming today. I send you for art. Thank you. I'm gonna check Gary's email or Instagram after that. So I think I'm gonna end the stream now. It's what I said like maybe 10 minutes before. And I will see you all next week for next live. And we'll pick a different time so different people have more chance to see Gary. Thank you for showing up today, and I hope you enjoy this live. Have a nice end of the weekend. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye Gary.